Okay, I'm back. Technical difficulties. Shocker. Yeah, the internet had to reboot the router, and it says everything's connected and looking good. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they didn't like my subject matter. No, they don't even know I'm alive. I'd like to change that. Anyway, everybody. Yeah, I realize I covered a lot of subjects in a short amount of time just because I can, and I need you guys to keep up with me. I really do. Not saying that to be, condescending. Y'all need to up your game because it is your country. Now, back to Trump. The the lack of participation on the part of his 74 or 5 million followers, um, the lack of them physically out there showing their support, not just at rallies, I mean, everywhere. The lack of any activism on their part for Trump, for the Republic, sends a clear signal to our enemies, well, at least they're my enemies, the demon crap party. See, they were, I was going to say, expecting you all to show massive visible support for Trump during these indictments, massive visible dislike for the lawfare, which is actually a form of terrorism. Look it up. I did, and it is, from taking place. So they kind of figured out, they're not going to do anything because when have they? Because we don't. So no matter how hard they come after Trump, you guys don't do anything. Of course, they were thinking that we would run from Trump with the first or second or third or fourth indictment. We didn't. Okay, hat tip to you guys. You didn't. You didn't run from him, but you're not running towards him. There's a huge difference. So what you have been telegraphing to the Democrats, I know how they think. I was raised by them, and then for years I would go to their meetings to understand what motivates them. It ain't nice stuff. Then I'd go to meetings for the Republican side and inform them what the Democrats were talking about. They say, well, people will figure it out. No, they won't. And I don't know of anybody in office or running for office. I ask them all the time, says, have you ever gone to a Democrat meeting? Well, no, why would I? Wow. The fact you said no and then followed that up with the question of why would you tells me you're unfit to hold office of any level. If you cannot, you can't understand your enemy. You cannot defeat your enemy if you don't know them. You go on. I was a young man. I was against evil, and I just had to see for myself what went on in their meetings. It's fascinating as hell. And yeah, when you leave, you feel like you just committed a horrible crime. You got to take a shower for a day or two because it's just god awful. It's bad. And I understand it takes a strong person to endure those things, but okay, that's no excuse not to go. I have a very good understanding of our enemy. I've broken bread with our enemy multiple times. I've sat in his camp. I have listened to the rhetoric, to the bullshit, to the crazy plans. It sounded crazy, but they got them done. Do you think they just decided to do transgenderism, gay marriage, abortion? No, this is all planned step by step by step. Each step of the way, the crucial thing that had to happen was for our side to do nothing. They always factor that in. Now, in order for us to exceed on this, the Republicans can't do anything. Well, and we don't. And their first goals, and it has been a long standing goal, was to take over media and education. They have done that. When I was 17, 18 years old, and I started going to more and more political rallies and meetings, and when when our U.S. senator or state rep or whomever was in our area, I'd make a point to go to their meetings, and I would talk to them, and I would tell them, okay, here's what's going on the left. I just went to a meeting last week, and this is what they're planning and hatching. Oh, these guys would have said, John, don't worry about it. People will figure it out when they get out in the real world. I said, no, they're not. They're not going to figure it out. They won't be capable of figuring out reality because their reality is being altered and skewed because they're being dumbed down and indoctrinated. Would go right over their heads. Again, people who know me will verify that I have never said there's such thing as an intelligent or smart politician. Those are two things that cannot exist together at the same damn time. I've had dozens, at least, of people in office or people in that game tell me I'm too smart and too honest to ever win an election. Well, I take that as a compliment. If I have to be a dumbass and a liar to win an election, I'm just not even. No. But they say that proudly and matter of factly. John, you're too smart and you're too honest to ever win an election. I get it. I walk into any room when I'm talking to people who are politically smart and aware, and I listen to what they say. I always listen. And when it's my turn to speak, I speak. And they are terrified. I've had hundreds of people after meetings on our side say, John, you scared the hell out of me. I go, what? How? It says, because what you were saying is true. And it scares me. It says, well, you don't let it scare you. I'm informing you of what's happening. And now you have the authority, your group of friends, your elected officials, whomever, you have the power and authority to affect change and to keep that from happening to begin with. Oh, no. We got to get along with the Democrats. Really? In my lifetime, I've always viewed Democrats as Democrats. Several years ago, I finally gave them the name, Democrats. Democrats, all one word. And I'm not afraid of them. You better be afraid of what they will do to you if you don't stop them. That's what you need to be afraid of. But I don't know how to make you afraid of that. You won't read a history book. You won't watch really great documentaries on what communism tyranny is. I don't know. Like I said earlier in the other video before I got disconnected, that you use your children, your job, and everything else in your world as an excuse not to do these things. Yeah, I get it. So when we lose our country and your kids or grandkids or great-grandkids say, well, I heard we used to have freedoms and we could decide for ourselves and we can go places without permission and we can drive a direct, whatever. Well, what happened, Grandpa? Well, there was nothing I could do about it. So, I couldn't stop it, And so then you're going to lie to your kids, your family, because instead of saying, hey, I'm sorry, I was a coward. I had all the power in the world to unite with my fellow men in this country. We chose not to. So the Green New Deal, let's go back to that for a minute, is designed to kill you. The Green New Deal is designed to cause tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions. We have about 340 million people in this country, not counting the illegals. It's just designed to kill you off. Now, the illegals are coming in. They're being ushered in, brought in from around the world by the Democrat Party, who, by definition, when you look up terrorism, terrorist, or terroristic, the Democrat Party fits every one of those definitions, all of them. So legally speaking, the Democrat Party is a terrorist organization, is a domestic terrorist organization. And our side either doesn't know that or know it, but of course are too chicken to do anything about it. Well, we got to get along with them. We don't want them mad at us. No, you do want them mad at us. You want them raging lunatic mad at us. because then, because I've done it, you get them that crazy mad at you, you own them. You literally own them. You can cause them to do anything you want at any time, send them down one rabbit hole after another to their own damn destruction. You will own them. They once you stand up on your own 2 feet and you start punching back, hey, they're never going to expect it. They're going to be shocked. And you keep doing it. Now you have them off balance. They're no longer on offense. They're on defense. They're never on defense. They don't know how to be on defense. Y'all, do you get it? Do any of you actually understand what I'm saying? You have to fight the enemy. And quit waiting for Jesus to come down and save your ass, because we don't know when that's going to happen. And why would he want to come down and save your ass when you're not willing to try to at least to fight back right now to save your ass? You're showing him nothing. Just like you use your excuse, you use your children and your job as an excuse to do nothing. You use the second coming of Jesus as the excuse to do, nothing. That's what you all are doing, and you've always been doing it. I'm not even going to ask you why, because you won't know why. I do. It's simple. You're cowards. It's just pure and simple. You are cowards. And you're killing our country. I'm pretty certain you're probably pissing off God about right now. He does not like lukewarm people. This war that's going on in Israel, I seriously do not believe that is an end time thing, because the Battle of Armageddon comes at the very end of all the events that are to happen during the end time. All those events have not happened yet. We're at the point of wars and rumors of wars. Okay? I'd say that's where we're at right now. Is this the Battle of Armageddon? No. Now, I can quickly change my mind if I see the armies of the world getting together on the what do they call that? The Measure Plateau, the Armageddon Plateau in Israel, which is a vast flat area. That's what they call it, a plateau, where the world's armies are together against Israel. Now, should that start happening, I'm being, okay, maybe all the other end time prophecies were really mild and we didn't catch it, and there was really no rapture and all that, and then we just went right to the end. Okay, don't know. But if that were to start happening, and go, okay, this is the battle. But right now, according to scripture and end time prophecies, this is not the Armageddon battle, because none of these other things have happened. If there's been a rapture, you're all still here. Well, most of you are going to be here anyway, but including me. That hasn't happened. The swarm of locusts, that kind of did happen on a small scale in Mecca 7 years ago. It was interesting. Keep in mind, when Jesus comes back, he's going after the Islamic religion. You know this, right? Because they worship an idol. God says there should be no God before him. Correct? No one. Islam worships a black box in Mecca. And the followers, 3 to 5 times a day, get down on the mat, they pray down, they face Mecca, and they pray to that box. Whoa. Yeah, he's going to come back down here with a vengeance, and he's going to destroy that damn box. Oh, yeah. And take care of business with the people who pray to and worship a black box and what that black box represents. Yeah, he's coming back for that one. Then he'll get to the rest of you. I promise you. But your religion of peace is not a religion of peace. It never has been. It never will be. It is just the opposite of that. But you guys believe what your lords and your masters at the mainstream media and social media tells you to believe. You're too busy to educate yourselves on it. because you got to work every day, and you got to watch your Netflix bullshit with your kids, that you're polluting their mind with that crap stuff. Because most of those shows are just, it could be a good show going along just fine. Next thing you know, they cut to a scene where a guy's on top of a guy doing another guy. No warning, no nothing. Just boom, there it is, right in your face. I hate that. That's disgusting to me. It's disrespectful. So you got your kid watching a Disney movie. Next thing you know, bam, or they have a commercials. Have you seen those newest AIDS commercials? Wow, they do everything except for show how you get it. And this is stuff that your kids see unsupervised, because you're too busy to be with them. Because I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're watching something else. I don't know. Um, this whole breakdown of society was predictable. The results of it were predictable, and have been to me and to some other people for our whole lives. You don't listen because the truth scares the hell out of you. I learned a long time ago, even though I'm stubborn, that people don't want to know the truth about things, because if they were to know the truth, then they might feel obligated or compelled to do something about it. And as long as they're ignorant of the bullshit, and they go, I didn't do anything about it because I didn't know. So you're going to use stupidity and ignorance as your defense for doing nothing. You people are just, that's how you are. Don't tell me you're not. Well, as long as I don't know, I have an excuse not to do something. Yeah, pathetic. So sometimes I think that you all are about to get what you really deserve. I don't want communism for myself or for any of you. I don't want the tyranny. I don't want the crap that goes along with it. I'd stop it if I could, but I can't. All I can do is do these little podcasts that hopefully somebody of power and authority will listen to what I'm saying and go, hey, this guy makes sense. And yeah, I do need to find my courage. That's all I can ask for. So I'm getting tired. I don't sleep much because the pain level is literally killing me. And I've given you guys some advice. I've admonished you all. Of course, you all probably think, I'm the mean guy. No, I'm not. People, you have the ultimate power and control in this country. We are a constitutional republic. You have all the control and power that anybody could possibly ever need. I learned on the campaign trail last year, after talking to thousands of people, you don't know you have this power. You don't know. Of course, that's not surprising because you've been dumbed down and indoctrinated by our education system. Of course, you don't know, like I would tell our elected officials, they don't know they've been dumbed down and indoctrinated. When it's done right, you don't know. And then you encounter some people like myself who aren't, and even fewer of us who aren't, actually try to be a voice of reason and try to, get our people out of this this never-ending self-destruct cycle. So I'm trying to appeal to those of you who maybe have a little bit of your own selves left, and to get off your asses, get off your couches, and start fighting back. Um, I have this program. It's called the Lazy Patriots Way to Defeat Tyranny. I've shared that endlessly on podcasts, on a radio show I'm a guest on every week. I've shared it with gubernatorial candidates, senators, all of it. I've shared all of this stuff with them. Nah. It's good stuff, John. We love it, but no, not going to do it. I might make a Democrat mad at me. Wow. I wish you all could go out and do some of the things that I do and hear how your elected officials talk. They're scared shitless. They'll nip around the edges and act like they're going to do something, but they'll never go for that jugular. Oh, speaking of jugular, that remind me. we're supposed to be voting for a new Speaker of the House. We have one right now. He's interim, which is great. So we have a Speaker of the House. For somebody to say we don't have one, that's not exactly true. We do. And the first thing the guy did was order Nancy Pelosi out of the Speaker's office in the Capitol building. She'd been there since McCarthy became Speaker. You're supposed to vacate that once you're no longer Speaker. Well, McCarthy let her stay, and he's like, "Oh no, bitch, you're out of here." She had to leave. Packed her up, moved her out. That's pretty damn good right there. That's just a little bit of an example of fighting back. Fighting back looks like. So yeah, we do have a Speaker, and as far as I'm concerned, that Speaker in that one action did more than McCarthy did the entire time. What was he Speaker for? 8 months, 9 months? That right there, he did more than McCarthy did. Nancy out. McCarthy didn't do it. He's afraid of her. So we do need a new Speaker, and everybody's like, say, Jim Jordan, he's a bulldog. I like Jim. Nothing against him personally. I don't want a bulldog as Speaker of the House. Bulldogs, they bark a lot, and they'll intimidate you a little bit. But no, here's what I want as Speaker of the House. Give me a pit bull, a Doberman, or a German Shepherd. Those dudes will take your ass down, rip your throat out. They will keep you pinned to the ground, and you're going to go nowhere. They will strike terror into you and back it up. That's who I want for Speaker of the House. I don't want a puppy for the Speaker of the House. Okay. I don't want a pit bull. I don't want a bulldog, because that's what they call him. He's a bulldog. Bulldogs love to do their skateboarding and surfing stuff. They're really entertaining dogs. I've seen a lot of them at the dog parks over the years. Great. But I don't want a bulldog for Speaker of the House. Pit bull, Doberman, German Shepherd, along those lines. I want an attack dog who, once he bites his teeth into you, he is not letting go. You're down. You're done. Tell me I'm wrong. You want a puppy for Speaker of the House, or you want an attack dog who will mercilessly take down the enemy and keep him there? I'd love to have that job. Don't have to be a member of Congress. Of course, I'm a member of the lowest class of the lowest class in society, because we literally have a caste system in this country. We don't talk about it because, we're not supposed to have one, but we do. It's a self-ordered caste system. It isn't a caste system directed and controlled by a monarchy or anything. This is self-imposed caste system that we've had forever in my lifetime in this country. And it's only getting worse. But man, would I love to be Speaker. Give me that gavel. We're going to have some subpoenas, and we're going to have some warrants put out on some people so fast they wouldn't know what the hell happened. They'd be fleeing for another country. We'd have to cancel their damn passports, keep them in the country. Like they, were going after Trump's passport. Well, he's a flight risk. Where the hell's he going to go, dumbasses? The whole world knows him. Where's he going to go? So yeah, we need an attack dog as Speaker of the House, not a puppy. Jim Jordan's a puppy. They're all puppies. They're like, well, how much more damn evidence do you need to have to show that President Biden, as senator and as vice president and as president, is corrupt, has taken money from foreign powers to do favors for those foreign powers? As president of the United States, he is delivering on the ultimate of those promises, to open the floodgates to China, to us, to weaken us within so easily that China can take us down by going, and we'll fall. You all can't see it because you're too busy making excuses why you won't. Oil reserves. What do we got? Like a 20-some day supply of the strategic oil. We call it strategic oil reserves for a reason. It's there to keep us able to fight in a prolonged war. It's for military. Nope. Biden sells off millions of it to China and God knows who else. So we can't fight a protracted war. He sells off so much of our artillery and our ammunition and our weapon systems to Ukraine so we can't fight a protracted war. So we can't even freaking defend ourselves. Do you understand? No, you don't. This is why I'm here. President Biden and his entire thuggery administration is deliberately weakening our country. He cut our oil supplies. He's our production by over 1 million barrels per day. That's huge. He has cut our reserves of oil to next to nothing. He has made it impossible for the United States military to defend ourselves for any length of time by reducing our oil supplies that low, our reserves, by forcing drilling to be at least 1 million barrels a day less. All these are harmful to us. And by selling so much military equipment to Ukraine, we don't have enough in the pipeline for ourselves. That's what he's doing. If y'all can't see that, why? Again, my dog sees it. We talk about it almost every day. He's a dog. He gets it. He's not an attack dog. He's a lab. He can lick you to death. But would I want him to be Speaker of the House? Would I want allowed to be Speaker? No. So you guys, when we're communist, and we're going to be, you only have yourselves to blame for it. You're not defending President Trump. You're not rallying around him in an organic grassroots manner that says to the Democrats, you come after him, you got to go through us. Right now, it's Donald Trump says, if you want the people, you got to go through me. And the Democrats go, okay, only one? We're good with that. That's the position he's in, and you guys are too stupid to know it. Yeah, I said it. You're stupid. So when they do kill President Trump, and I've suggested they're going to do this for at least the last year, I get it. Nothing I say has any credibility until Dan Bongino, Tucker Carlson, and Mark Levin says it. I get it. I'm just the leading edge of it. That's fine. I put it out there for somebody to follow. I expect it. But you don't do anything with it. You guys do nothing with it. So they're not going to allow President Trump to step foot in that White House again as president of the United States. They know that they will be able to assassinate him, and you patriots will do nothing. No, you won't. You'll bitch and you'll holler and you'll moan and you'll cry and you'll make all the, we're going to do this, and you're not going to do nothing. Oh, you are going to do something. What you're going to do, you're going to look around and go, hey, anybody else want to volunteer to save our ass? Ron, what about you? Ramaswamy, what about you? You want to come up and save our ass? They're going to be like, are you freaking kidding me? After what they just did to Trump? And you guys never had his back to begin with, because if you had, he'd still be alive, because they would have been too afraid to take him out because of what you would do. You guys are idiots. You are making it painfully easy for the Democrats to do just that. They have no fear of any kind of retribution from the Patriots. None. I know these people, and I understand that you all can't wrap your little minds around why would somebody be that evil. My dad was the same way. Most people I know say, but John, but why would they want to do that to our own people? It doesn't make sense. Be like, because they're evil, because they're demons working for Satan, they're democrats. Well, I just don't believe that. Why would they? See, people can't wrap their minds around this whole spiritual stuff. I can. My whole life has been this way. And you could too, because we're all spiritual beings if you stop denying it. So you patriots who show no interest in being physically active and proactive for yourselves, for your country, for President Trump, are literally putting his life at risk. They're right again. I'm going to say this again for the record. Our patriots have shown no reason for the Democrats to fear us. Zero. Including taking President Trump out permanently. They know right now that if they need to do it, they can do it, and they will suffer zero consequences from the people. Because you're cowards. Pure and simple, you're cowards. If you weren't, where's the activism? Where are tens of millions of us together out there every day attacking back against these Democrats, protecting President Trump? He should never go anywhere without, I don't know, a few hundred people surrounding him. You think a few Secret Service guys are going to keep him safe? No. Where are the people? Oh, well, I gotta go to the ball game, or my favorite TV show's on. I gotta watch the football game, the hockey game, whatever game. I'm too busy. When we lose this country and we become all out communists, you're not gonna have those little entertainment things anymore. You'll be gone. You'll probably be in a re-education camp. Don't doubt me on this. Even Hillary Clinton's finally admitting it. We need to deprogram them. They always accuse us of what they are. I've known for decades they're a demon, Satan worshiping cult. Some of them are so stupid, so dumbed down and indoctrinated, they don't know what they're a part of. Most of them, they know. They're willing participants. I wasted a lot of my life trying to cause the Democrats to understand the error of their ways. It's not possible. So we must stop wasting energy on trying to convince them to stop doing what they're doing and spend more time and energy on speaking to our people. Some of the big talkers on the right, they're finally starting to listen to this message that I've been putting out forever and a freaking day. They didn't want to believe, absolutely did not want to believe that you can't reach the people on the left. I've known this for decades. Since I started my little podcasting thing and political stuff again a year and a half ago. Yeah. And they're finally getting the message. Stop wasting time, energy, and resources and trying to reach the unreachable people. You can't. Our energies must be targeted towards our own people, like I try to do. I'm not having any success. Levin and I think O'Reilly's been trying it. Bongino, they're just new to it. They're just starting to think that way. So it's really too early to say what the results are like. But excuse me, I don't think they're going to get good results either, because y'all are cowards. This is all there is to it. You will not fight for yourselves. You expect everybody else to do it for you, but not for yourselves. You won't act on your own. You say, John, I went to a rally and I voted. That's all I need to do. Bullshit. You need to be involved every single day. And when our president and the leading contender to be the next president is having all these illegal, horrible things done to him, designed to keep him out of the White House, when that doesn't work and he wins that nomination, don't expect for 1 second that the Democrats are going to allow him to win the election. That's up in the air. Let's say that Trump picks an agreeable vice presidential candidate, one that the demons know that they'll be able to control once that person is president. I can see him letting him win the election and then killing him afterwards, because now they got the president that they want, the one that they know that they can intimidate, control, terrorize, and threaten in order to get their way. Trump isn't that guy. So you got to understand something with Satan. It's always a moving target. He has a long-term goal, and there's going to be bumps along the way, and they adjust, and they continue forward. They never go backwards. They keep going forward. And we just sit back like, oh well. So my efforts have been the last several months trying to reach out to our so-called patriots. It's not working. I get a lot of views. I get very, very few responses. Um, yeah, I get hardcore against you guys, and well, you deserve it. You really, really do deserve it. So, anyway, I'm done for right now. Um, keep praying for Israel that they will destroy in short order the warriors of Satan, who is Hamas, the the religion of freedom, Islam. Yeah, those people. Pray to God that our Biden Duggar administration does not use its military or economic coercion against Israel to force them to sign a deal with Satan. Because I think that's what the Biden Thuggery administration is going to do. All right. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Appreciate your time.